Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. I've left too many lights on. Give me a moment. That is a little bit better. Right, I'm back. We are ready to go. Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. I've got quite a long piece by Eckhart Tolle to read to you this morning, so I'll get started. Otherwise, we'll use up way more than our 5 minutes before we get started. Here we go. This is by Eckhart. He says, "A woman in her 30s came to see me. As she greeted me, I could sense the pain behind her polite and superficial smile. She started telling me her story, and within 1 second her smile changed into a grimace of pain, and then she began to sob uncontrollably. She said she felt lonely and unfulfilled." Hey somebody, good morning. Happy Saturday. "There was much anger and sadness. As a child, she had been abused by a physically violent father. I saw quickly that her pain was not caused by her present life circumstances, but by an extraordinarily heavy pain body. Her pain body had become the filter through which she viewed her life situation. She was not yet able to see the link between the emotional pain and her thoughts, being completely identified with both. She could not yet see that she was feeding the pain body with her thoughts. In other words, she lived with the burden of a deeply unhappy self. At some level, however, she must have realized that her pain originated within herself, that she was a burden to herself. She was ready to awaken, and this is why she had come." Israela, good morning. Happy Saturday. "I directed the focus of her attention to what she was feeling inside her body and asked her to sense the emotion directly, instead of through the filter of her unhappy thoughts, her unhappy story. She said she had come expecting me to show her the way out of her unhappiness, not into it. Reluctantly, however, she did what I asked her to do. Tears were rolling down her face, her whole body was shaking. 'At this moment, this is what you feel,' I said. 'There is nothing you can do about the fact that at this moment, this is what you feel. Now, instead of wanting this moment to be different from the way it is, which adds more pain to the pain that's already there, is it possible for you to completely accept that this is what you feel right now?' She was quiet for a moment. Suddenly she looked impatient, as if she was about to get up, and she said angrily, 'No, I don't want to accept this.' 'Who is speaking?' I asked her. 'You or the unhappiness in you? Can you see that your unhappiness about being unhappy is just another layer of unhappiness?' She became quiet again. 'I'm not asking you to do anything. All I'm asking is that you find out whether it is possible for you to allow those feelings to be there. In other words, and this may sound strange, if you don't mind being unhappy for the moment, what happens to the unhappiness? Don't you want to find out?' She looked puzzled briefly, and after a minute or so of sitting silently, I suddenly noticed a significant shift in her energy field, and she said, 'This is weird. I am still unhappy, but now there is space around it. It seems to matter less.' This was the first time I heard somebody say it like that. There is a space around my unhappiness. That space, of course, comes when there is an inner acceptance of whatever you are experiencing in the present moment." I didn't say much else, allowing her to be with the experience. Later she came to understand that the moment she stopped identifying with the feeling, the old painful emotion that lived in her, the moment she put her attention on it directly without trying to resist it, it could no longer control her thinking, and so become mixed up with a mentally constructed story called the unhappy me. Another dimension had come into her life that transcended her personal past, the dimension of presence. Since you cannot be unhappy without an unhappy story, this was the end of her unhappiness. It was also the beginning of the end of her pain body. Emotion in itself is not unhappiness. Only emotion plus an unhappy story is unhappiness. When our session came to an end, it was fulfilling to know that I had just witnessed the arising of presence in another human being. The very reason for our existence in human form is to bring that dimension of consciousness into this world. I had also witnessed a diminishment of the pain body, not through fighting it, but through bringing the light of consciousness to it. This is a long story. Hey Anthony, good evening. It's good to see you, man. A long story by Eckhart, and I'll put it in the email today. You can read it again. That says, when we find ourselves being able to be with our emotions, the thing we realize is that we are not those emotions. So one last quick thought by Eckhart says, the most decisive event in your life is when you discover you are not your thoughts or emotions. Instead, you can be present as the awareness behind the thoughts and emotions. Of course, our Saturday meditation, as simple as it is, attempts to do just that, to get us to that place where we can allow whatever experience we're having to be the experience we are having, while we take a step back and be the witness to this experience, finding that whatever thoughts and emotions I have through this experience is not who I am. I am the observer of these thoughts and emotions. Our meditation, of course, today is come to your senses. It's a simple exercise of applying that to our physical senses and then practicing to apply the same to our inner senses as well. Maggie, very good morning to you. Happy Saturday. If you're all ready, here we go. You can close your eyes and let's float away together on today's journey, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, feel your whole body expand from your core out. Grow bigger and bigger, and as you reach your full height, Then again, let all of this go. And on your exhale, completely soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders. And as you breathe out, even drop your head. Are you allowing your body to completely collapse on your exhale? Are you helping drain any possible tension out of every muscle? As you continue your own full body breathing, pay attention to the space between your eyes, your forehead. Are you frowning? Are you holding tension there? Or is that completely softened? As you exhale, feel the inside of your mouth. Are your teeth clenched? Is your tongue pressed against the roof of your mouth? Your jaw muscles, are they clenched? Or is your mouth completely relaxed? Long, slow, softening exhales. With your next exhale, pay attention to your neck and shoulders. Is anything tight in your neck and shoulders, or can you, with your next exhale, completely soften there? Let it all roll off of your shoulders. How about your back muscles? Do you feel any tension in your back muscles, or have you been able to soften every one of them? Are you clenching your butt cheeks? Or is there complete softness there? And then your legs, your feet, and even your hands. With every exhale, soften. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together. Again and still, helping your body stretch, adjust, and settle down. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. And roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, and also forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened into this place of presence as much as we can, we'll turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of the journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you possibly can. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body, and as you do, invite softness in. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting, feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. Feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs and as you fill up the balloon inside your belly. Feel yourself slip all the way into you. Hold your breath only for as long as it's easy. Followed by a long, slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, our journey today is a journey of our body's senses. And as you breathe in, as you dive in, say hello to this body. Take your next big breath. Our journey starts at the top and then works our way downwards through our body. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, without opening your eyes, I want you to imagine what you would see if you were to open your eyes. What would be the most obvious thing you'd see? And then with your eyes closed, as you hold your breath, study this obvious thing from all its angles. Take your next big breath. Big breath as you dive deep into you. What would be the least obvious thing that you could see if you were to open your eyes? And as you dive in, use your imagination to study from all the angles this least obvious thing. Take your next big breath. eyes are providing you an experience, and you are able to simply observe this experience. Thank your eyes for the experience it gives you. We'll take a step downwards, and with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, what is the most obvious sound that you can hear? See if you can listen deep into this sound and hear the different vibrations. Take your next big breath. Changing gears with your next big breath as you dive deep into you. What is the least obvious sound that you can hear? Something you have to put your ears on radars for. Scan around you and find that slightest of sound to listen to. Take your next big breath. Your ears are giving you an experience, and you're able to be the observer of this experience that your ears are giving you. Thank your ears for its ability to give you this experience. We're taking another step down, and for the next 2 stops, change your breathing to whatever it is that you need to make this work for you. The next stop is what you can smell. And with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, is there any obvious smell that you can pick up? Take your next big breath. Then changing gears with your next big breath, diving deep into you. Is there any other smell you can also sense? Any second layer of smell? Try again, take a deep breath. Your nose is giving you an experience, and you are able to take a step back and be the witness to this experience. Thank your nose for the experience that it gives you. Take another step down to your mouth and what you can taste. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, is there any obvious taste that you can discern right now? Take your next big breath. Then with the next big breath, as you dive deep into you, is there any secondary level of taste that you can also pick up? Take your next big breath. Your mouth is providing you with an experience, and you are able to take a step back and simply be with this experience. See the experience. Taste the experience. Thank your mouth for its ability to give you this experience. Our last stop is the surface of your skin. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, find that spot with the most obvious sensation. And see if you can find different forms of sensation, touch and pressure, and different pressures even in that spot. Take your next big breath. And then search for a spot on your skin where you can almost not feel the sensation. You'd have to really pay attention to feel the sensation there. Take your next big breath. The surface of your skin is able to provide for you an experience, and you are able to simply have this experience, not making it right or wrong, just feeling it. Thank your skin for its ability to give you this experience. We'll do one more big breath together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. No more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I want to share with you this thought by Eckhart one more time. The most decisive event in your life is when you discover that you are not your thoughts or emotions. Instead, you can be present as the awareness behind the thoughts and emotions. To be able to be the presence behind the thoughts, the emotions. We have to be able to allow the thoughts and the emotions to be felt, not avoid, not numb, not run, but just as our exercise with our physical senses, we have to create a space that allows this to be felt. And as we are feeling it without resistance, we start realizing we're seeing from a different place. Not so much in the emotion anymore, but the witness to it. Come to your senses. It's a very simple exercise. We all have these 5 physical senses, and we can very easily pay attention to what we can see and hear and smell and taste and feel. It's worth doing this often. Stop for a few minutes and pay attention to what your senses are giving you. And then remind yourself, the same is in fact possible for our inner senses. We are in fact able to allow our inner experience to be felt, with our higher self as the witness. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this body. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the full range of experiences that this body gives me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that I can provide the same space for my inner senses. Learning that I can have inner experiences and equally be the witness to these. Allow them to be felt. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for learning this important lesson, which is the part of me that is able to be the witness. The part of me that is able to allow this to be felt. My soul, my higher self. Thank you for learning that if I am able to allow this to be felt, then my next step, my next decision is more likely to be taken by my higher self. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on this Saturday journey with us. There's a long, beautiful piece by Eckhart that I read at the start of this meditation, and I'll include it in today's email. It's worth reading through it again. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, Pats. Good morning, Trish. Good morning, Gabrielle. Wishing you all a beautiful Saturday. Thank you, somebody. Have an awesome weekend. I'll see you again tomorrow. And just as a reminder, just because we haven't done this for a while, the Sunday meditation is a quiet one. Thank you, Israela. Thank you, Anthony. Have a beautiful day. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.